Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a haul from Altered State. I've talked about Altered State a little bit and I think I've done some collective hauls with some of their pieces in those videos, but I don't think I've ever done like a dedicated Altered State video, so that's what I will be showing you today. So if you want to see what I picked up and what sort of things that Altered State sell, then do keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I know a lot of people watch and don't subscribe, so please do, and I will get straight into the video. So I will say that most of these pieces, if not all of them, are probably not available at this time. I bought these pieces back in December. I think it was January actually, because this was like their winter collection and they had so much cool stuff. A lot of like tartan, velvet, satin, lace, like a lot of really cool Gothic materials. So there was a lot I liked in that collection, and now they have their spring collection out and it's not really for me. The majority of it, at least. I discovered Altered State, I want to say summer autumn time, and they had like really cool black floral pieces, some really nice autumnal pieces, but their winter collection so far has definitely been my favorite. So I will show you everything I got. Everything was like stupidly cheap. I couldn't believe it. Most of the time I do try-ons. I think to get this video out quicker, I'm gonna not do the try-ons, but I've worn probably half of these, so if I've worn them I will include photos of like how I styled them. The first one I actually had to get out the washing basket because I did wear it on St. Patrick's Day, because it was the perfect dress for it. Originally retailed for $76. Like, their pricing is very high if you buy it without a sale. This one I got for $7.88, which is insane, and it's a really nice dress. Sorry if I keep looking over there. I did get a new pet recently and he is a chameleon. So he's on my desk at the moment, like in his cage, so he just likes to have a little wander around, so if I look over there he keeps like catching my eye. But this is the dress. It's fairly simplistic, but I really liked the kind of shape and cut of it. So it's like one of these dresses. I forget the waistline. I think this has a specific name, like not a drop waist. I feel like it has a different name that I discovered recently, and I absolutely love them. I call them like the corset waists because it goes in like the shape of a point, like a corset, but that's definitely not the name of it. But this is the dress. Just whacked myself in the face. This is the dress. So it's kind of got like a low scoop neckline. It does have a zip on the back with this like nice stretchy material. As I said, it's got one of those corset style waistlines, and then it just has the skirt, and I'd say this is more of like a mix between an A-line and a skater dress. So it does puff out a little bit like a skater dress, but it's also not super puffy either. So I'd say it's more along the skater dress style, but it doesn't like puff out a lot. But I mainly got this because I loved the color of it. So you'll see in the light, like sometimes it looks black, and then when it's more in the light, it's this really nice, almost metallic looking green color. So I have worn this piece, so I will include a photo of me wearing it. But because I wore it to work, I wore it, obviously this neckline is not super appropriate for work. So I wore it with a black like top underneath, and it worked really well, but I'd wear it like both ways. Quality wise, this is really nice. It does have like adjustable things on the straps, which I appreciate. The zip doesn't get stuck. Sizing wise with this company, I was consistently a size small, but I actually picked this up in a medium by mistake and it fits me so well. That might be why I can get away with like wearing a black top underneath it, because it does have that like little bit of room. But I'd say I'm definitely sometimes a small, the majority of the time a small, and occasionally a medium, and it fits me really well. So really happy with this. It also has pockets, which is nice. So yeah, this was the perfect St. Patrick's Day dress. Moving on to another dress that I wore actually the most recently. Yeah, that makes sense. And this is a strapless, like red, kind of like a burgundy red and cream dress. And I absolutely love this dress. It looks so cute on. It's not the most comfortable just because it is a strapless dress, but I feel like I've never come across a strapless dress that is comfortable, like, ever. Although it was very uncomfortable, and also this dress is so like, I don't know if flowy is the right word, but it like, it's one of those dresses where if you like spin like that, it kind of like perfectly twirls round, which is really pretty, but not so great when it's super windy. And I live in a city that is just always windy, and even when we went somewhere that like, it's like 20 minutes away from the city, it was still so windy, and I was wearing a cropped coat, so it didn't even cover it. So it was just, it was a whole thing. But this outfit came together so, like, the whole outfit was like super cute. I wore it with a cropped jacket. It was giving Bratz vibes a little bit, with my new irregular choice lace heels. So it was just a really cute outfit. So I really like this, although it's not the most like comfortable thing because it is strapless. It does have like the classic sweetheart kind of neckline, I'd say. It's got this really nice like gel stuff, and I've noticed that Disturbia put this on one of their dresses, and it just helps it like stay up a little bit better, which is a nice detail. And then it has a zip at the side of the dress, and then it just goes down into this really nice like proper skater style skirt. Like, it's really puffy, really cute. It does have like the red netting, and this is really soft, like it's not scratchy at all, and it's like a cute length. It's not super long, I'd probably say it's more on the shorter side, but it's a good length for me. And yeah, this is really nice. Quality wise, like, it's all lined and everything, and it feels like, as I said, really soft. It does have a couple of loose threads. I got this in a size small and it fits me like perfectly. Definitely a medium would have been way too loose, so I'm glad I got this in a small. I think this dress full price was like really expensive, like probably $80, but I think in the end I got this again for a really cheap price, kind of like $10 or something. So it was definitely a bargain. Next, I'll go through the item that I was the most disappointed by, and I've had this issue before with another top, and I think I talked about it in that video. So anyway, I contacted customer service, and they actually gave me like the cost of this back in a voucher, although it was very like cheap to begin with. Like, I think I got this for like $6. I still feel like, you know, it's kind of a big issue even though the price was so cheap. So this was originally, see, this top was originally $64, which is so expensive for like what this is, and in the end I got it for $5.88, so a very good deal. And it's like one of these like corsety looking crop tops, and like, it's a shame because quality wise it feels so nice, but it has such a big issue, and I've raised this issue with them twice now, so hopefully they'll kind of look into it. But I'll go through the details. It's this really pretty like cherry burgundy, like pinky kind of red that I really like. It does have like the cups outlined. There is wire under here to keep their shape, and they are lined as well, which is nice. So like, that all is good. And then it's got this really pretty like embroidery style lace trim, and that goes all over the top. And then you've kind of got the wire outlined in this satin material. It does have thin straps that you can adjust, which is always good. And then it has a zip on the back. So just like a really cute top. I was thinking wearing this with maybe like a black skirt or like a black leather skirt or a pair of shorts would look really cool with this. So I'm still gonna get some wear out of this, but I'm gonna have to sew something up first. And I also got this in a small, and it fits me really well. Boning they use for this is really sharp at the end, and it's not just like a piece of boning that's like rounded off. It's got like spikes on it, and it's like plastic. So the back ones are unaffected, like this is all good. But when I put it on, I felt something like digging into me, and I was like, what is that? And this like boning is completely out of the top. And as you can see, it's like plastic spikes, and there's like 4 of them. So it's really, really sharp, and you can see it's just like gone, it's just gone straight through that material, and you can see that one's kind of fraying, and I think it's the same for this one. Yeah, they need to change whatever they use for this boning. I don't know why it's in strands. Like if it was just like one piece and rounded off, probably wouldn't be sharp enough to do that, but the fact that it's like little like spikes almost just makes it very, very sharp. So I'm gonna try and like push that back in, sew it up with like a red thread so I can wear this, because I feel like that's a bit dangerous to wear that like that. Like that could definitely like cut into you. So that's my main issue with this. So I'd be wary of any of their like boning in their tops, it seems to be. At times, like customer service, they've been so quick to get back to me. They've resolved my issues like straight away and always refunded me and let me keep the item, which is nice. So the customer service seems really good, even if you do have a problem. So at least you have that peace of mind that if something does go wrong, they are like super on it with correcting it. The last top I have to show you, and then after this I've got 2 skirts and a dress, is this one. I haven't worn this yet, but it looks super cute. I think at the time for Valentine's Day, but I never ended up wearing this, so it'll have to be for another time. I just thought it was really cute, and I saw it like, it's very bright red, as you can see. I saw it hanging up when it was full price, and I liked it, and then it went into the sale, so I was like, okay. So this is the top. It's like a satin crop top. It's got these really thick sleeves that have this like ruffly effect, and they sit more like up here, like they don't cover your shoulders. It's more of like a vest top, but with thicker straps, I would say. And then it's got this cute like lace trim around the top, some buttons. These are just for decoration, and then it just kind of like separates out like the bust from the waist area, so it just kind of gives it a nice flattering effect. This one doesn't have a zip, but it has a very, very stretchy back, so it's very easy to get on even without the zip. Quality wise, this is really nice. It feels really smooth. I'd say maybe a little on the thinner side, but it is like completely lined, so it doesn't feel like cheap or anything. Like it feels like a nice quality. And I got this again in a small, and it fits me really well. I feel like that was a speed review. But it is, you know, kind of basic. It's like a nice satin crop top. Now this originally was $62, which is why I didn't get it the first time I saw it, and I got it in the end for $5.99, so very, very good deal. So I can't wait to wear that with like a bright red makeup look. I think would be cute with this one. Next I will show you the skirt. Now I actually tried on this skirt when it was full price, because I bought one of their like sequin dresses as like a present from my parents for Christmas, and I tried this on, and it was one of those things where I liked it. It was a tiny bit on the short side, but I couldn't justify paying the full amount for it. So this originally was $64 for it, like a plain skirt. But I mean, the whole idea of their brand is like it isn't a nicer quality, so that's why the prices are higher. And most of their things, like apart from those boning issues, they are really nice quality. But the skirts actually caught my attention because they were on like a sale rack in through the window, and I was like, oh, that was that skirt I was looking at, and I tried on and I kind of liked, but it was too expensive. These were $3.40 which is insane. Like the starting price of $64 to go down to like $3.88. So I grabbed these immediately, and they are the same, and I got them in 2 different colors. And these are like, although they're plain, like I'm kind of in need of plain skirts because a lot of mine are like super thick lace or they're patterned and like they don't always match with what I'm going for. So to have some like nice plain skirts, I can kind of wear them with my more patterned tops. So this one is a really pretty, almost like wine burgundy red. And as you can see, like the satin is so pretty. It almost looks black and then it's like this burgundy red, like a very vampy kind of color. And I got these in a size small, I think, for both of them. Yeah, I got them both in a small. So they have a zip down the back, they have no stretch. So this is what the skirt looks like. As you can see, a bit on the short side, very basic, but it's got these really nice like pleats in it, almost like the way it's been sewn in. Like it's not super pleated, but it definitely gives that nice like shape to it when you wear it. Like it puffs out really nicely, like in a very cute way, which I like about this. What helps that is it does have a netting underneath. Now this is definitely more on that like petticoat scratchy kind of side. It is sewn into like a satin piece, so it shouldn't like irritate your legs or anything. And it does also have a satin piece sewn underneath it. So you've got the satin, then you've got the kind of itchy petticoat style lace, and then you have the satin skirt. And what these skirts would also be great for is if you have a skirt that you wanted a petticoat underneath, this would be great. As long as it was like a shorter style dress, because this just adds like so much volume. Quality seems really nice. And then the other one is like exactly the same but in black. This is the black one, so it's exactly the same. Also this satin, it feels like really soft, and like, because sometimes satin like can feel costumey and cheap. This does not feel like that. Like this feels really nice quality. So you got again the black netting underneath. Again, $3.40. What a bargain. Like that's such a good deal. The last item, again, a dress I picked up. It was kind of on sale, but I feel like it had about 20% off and I didn't get it. And because I was like, will I wear it? Sometimes I buy too many clothes, surprise surprise, and I don't actually get around to actually wearing them. So I kind of like, I like it, but again, not sure how much wear I'll get out of it. And then it went down like further in the clearance and it was $7, which immediately I was like, yep, having that. And again, I think I knew I was getting this in a medium because they didn't have a small left, and it kind of looks like a very, you know, small tight dress. Like this has no stretch at all. So I saw it in a medium and it was $7, and I was like, do you know what, if it doesn't fit, I can just sell it on Depop or something. Also, I do have a Depop shop now that I'm in America, so if you are in America too and you'd like to see what I have, I will link my Depop shop in the description box below for you. But back to the dress. So this is a blue and green tartan, and I've always wanted a skirt in this and I've just never found the one that I really wanted. So I'm really glad I have this. And it does have thin straps which are adjustable. That's what I like all their straps on dresses are adjustable, which just helps so much. So that is great. And then there is a side zip which you would use to get into this because it has like no stretch whatsoever. And then it is lined underneath as well, which is nice. And the main detail which I thought was just so cute about this is it's got black velvet bows. Like how cute is that? If you've been following me for a while, you know that I like bows. So this was just perfect. Now this, I don't think it has pockets. No, it doesn't have pockets. The dress is almost like bodycon, and then it kind of goes out a bit at the hips. So it's kind of like bodycon from like your shoulders all the way down to like the tops of your hips, and then it kind of goes out. So it's got these kind of subtle pleats in it, if you can see there. and it just kind of like gives you more room around your hips, which is nice, so you're not just like kind of sucked in and you can't walk. This also has shorts, which I wasn't a big fan of at first, if I'm honest. This makes it difficult to like go to the toilet because you have to take the whole dress off. But actually, because this is so short, I really like that it does have shorts, because I never have to worry about that problem. And then it's all lined inside, which is nice. And the shorts, I don't know if you can see, but they're kind of just in there. You're probably never gonna see that. This was the one that I was like, will I wear it? And I've actually worn this the most. I've worn this 2 or 3 times. I love wearing this with a black, like basic long sleeve top underneath, with some necklaces, the bows to match. And I was talking about those irregular choice heels that I wore with the tartan one. Those and this, so cute because they all have like bows on. And I also wore this with my new rock up to my knee boots. Those dresses that you can wear long boots with and it just looks really cool. So really pleased with this. That's why it's a bit like creased, because I have worn this one and I really like it. And this is probably my favorite thing out of what I got, because I've worn it the most. I think the medium in this was a good choice, and you can wear it like on its own or you can layer it and it looks really cute. I think this for like autumn and winter, is even spring really, is super cute. And it's that nice like thick cozy tartan material that I really like. I don't like when tartan is super thin. I don't know why. I like tartan to be this like cozy, almost like fleecy feeling material. So I just really like this. That was everything in this haul. Yeah, I'm really pleased with everything, and everything was like a really good deal. So if you are in America and you have an Altered State by you, it's definitely worth checking like their website in person, like at the kind of end of the season when they're clearing stuff out. If you like creating outfits with white dresses, with like layering black accessories, they have a lot of white dresses, some like lace and satin in at the moment. It's not really my kind of thing, but I will definitely be waiting for that January sale every year, because their winter collection is so cool. You know, you can definitely style some gothic outfits with them. They're not like a gothic brand like by any means. They're kind of more of my sister's vibe, with like almost like a cowgirl style in there as well. So yeah, I was very impressed with their winter collection. I absolutely loved it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a like and subscribe. Comment down below if you've bought anything from Altered State. I know it is an American only company, so sorry for my UK viewers. But let me know if you've heard of them before. Also let me know what your favourite piece in this haul was as well. Really, I will see you in my next video. Bye.